Welcome, fellow cosmic explorers, to a journey beyond the realms of our imagination. In the vast expanse of the universe lie worlds that defy logic, challenge our understanding, and ignite our curiosity. Today, we embark on an odyssey to uncover the most bizarre and mysterious planets ever discovered. From planets with oceans of molten lava to those shrouded in perpetual darkness, the cosmos is a treasure trove of wonders waiting to be unveiled. Join us as we delve into the depths of space to witness the extraordinary and the inexplicable. Behind every discovery is a story of relentless exploration and unwavering determination. Through the lens of innovation and scientific inquiry, we unravel the mysteries of distant worlds, expanding our understanding of the cosmos with each revelation. So, fasten your seatbelts, hold on to your helmets, and prepare to journey into the unknown. But first, we ask you to subscribe to the channel in order to receive everything new. This nightmare world is only 64 light-years away and the closest hot Jupiter to Earth. It may look like a gorgeous deep blue marble floating serenely in space, but if you had the misfortune to visit this massive gas giant, you'd soon regret it. As well as being spun furiously by winds blowing at 8,700 km/h, you'd be cut to shreds by glass rain. The planet's delightful blue color is the reflection of silicate in its atmosphere, silicate that, when heated by the planet's deathly 1300 C temperature, forms grains of glass. Discovered in 2020 by NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite, TS. It's no fun at all on TOI 849b. This exoplanet orbits so tightly to its star that a year passes in 18 hours. Don't bother with constant birthday parties, though, as there's no atmosphere and the 1530 Degc heat would melt the cake. What makes TOI 849b one of the weirdest exoplanets discovered is its strangely hybrid nature. While it's around the size of gas giant Neptune, it's dense and rocky, not gaseous. In fact, it's the largest rocky world yet discovered, 40 times as massive as Earth. It may even be the first Chthonian planet to be detected, the exposed remnant core of a gas giant that has had its atmosphere blasted away. Just 3 million or so years from its eventual fiery demise, WASP-12b is spiraling inexorably inwards towards doom at the hands of its yellow dwarf host star. Studies shown the planet, located 600 light-years away in the Auriga constellation, is now so close that it's begun wobbling and distorting under the spell of the star's gravity, while intense stellar radiation has caused it to swell up so much that it's falling apart. Many exoplanets may be scary and inhospitable, and they may come in different sizes, colors, and densities, but at least they all reliably do one thing: orbit a star. Or do they? While most planets are locked in orbit around their sun, some worlds are actually roaming the galaxy untethered. With no parent star to light and warm them, life is dark and cold on these nomads adrift in the vastness of space. Catching sight of these hard-to-detect rogue planets will be one of the tasks for NASA's Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, coming online around 2025. One such planet is OT-44, located 550 light-years away in the constellation Chamaeleon. This cosmic wanderer is 11 times more massive than Jupiter and thought to have a circumstellar disk of dust, rock, and ice. The recently identified Ogle 2016 BLG 1928 is another. Likely smaller than Earth, it's one of the lowest mass objects ever found using microlensing techniques. A planet made of diamonds has to be one of the weirdest exoplanets discovered. This exoplanet in orbit around Sun-like host star 55 Cancri, maybe a real gem. The first super-Earth discovered around a main sequence star, it was thought to be so abundant in carbon that, thanks to immense pressure and 2,700 temperatures, its interior was made of diamond. More recent research has taken the shine off the diamond theory, revealing less carbon than previously thought, but the nature of 55 Cancri E remains enigmatic and hotly contested. It's so black, you can hardly make out its shape. Light just seems to fall into it. Hitchhiker's Ford prefect may have been describing Hot Black Desiato's limo ship, but he could just as easily have been talking about Strangest 2b. Identified by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope in 2011, it's the darkest known exoplanet, reflecting less than 1% of any light that hits it. Strangest 2b orbits a star some 750 light-years away in the direction of the constellation Draco and is the darkest planet, or moon, ever discovered. It's darker than the blackest lump of coal, than dark acrylic paint you might paint with. It's just ridiculous how dark this planet is, said study lead author David Kipping from the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. This list is all about the weirdest exoplanets, but what about the hottest? Ultra-hot Jupiter-type exoplanet Kelt 9b is so scorching that it's even hotter than many stars. It orbits so close to its star that its surface sizzles at 4,300 degrees Celsius. So hot it has atomic iron and titanium in its atmosphere, and a year lasts less than a day and a half. Using data from the Spitzer Space Telescope, researchers have found that the extreme temperatures on the planet's day side cause molecules of hydrogen gas to tear apart, only to recombine when they flow to the relatively cooler eternal night side before being torn apart once more when they move back into the furnace. HR 5183b is in no hurry to orbit its star. Discovered in 2019, it's a galumphing giant, 3 times more massive than our biggest planet, Jupiter, that ambles round in a leisurely 74 years, far more than Saturn's 29 Earth years, but close to Uranus's 84 years. What's strange, though, is its bizarre orbit, which sees it loitering on the outer reaches of its system before slingshotting into the center, passing a hair's breadth from its host star before peeling away again. This mad behavior has earned it the nickname the Whiplash Planet. It's also been likened to a wrecking ball for its likely devastating effect on any other planets in the system that are trying to quietly orbit in a more orthodox fashion. K2-18b, twice the radius and 8 times the mass of Earth, has been a top contender for an Earth-like planet for years. So there was huge excitement when it was announced in 2019 that water had been discovered in K2-18b's atmosphere. For the first time, we'd found a rocky planet orbiting in the habitable zone of its star, in which liquid water could potentially pool on the surface. Before we could dream of luxuriating in exotic oceans, though, came the view that K2-18b may be more like the far less friendly mini-Neptunes. Planets with a thick hydrogen atmosphere, a watery layer, and a rocky iron core where temperatures and pressures are far too high to support life. New research suggests K2-18b could hover in a third zone, planets that looks like a gaseous mini-Neptune but are actually rocky planets covered in superheated, supercompressed seas, where the water exists somewhere on the threshold between liquid and gas and is topped by a steamy water vapor atmosphere. Sadly, we have to put our swimming costumes away for now. HAT P7b is larger than Jupiter and an orbital plane titled 108 degraan relative to its host star, meaning it's almost in a polar orbit. It orbits the star so close that a year on this world is less than 3 days. In fact, it's over 20 times closer to the star than Earth is to the Sun. During daytime on HAT P7b, temperatures reach over 2,200 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than many stars. Accordingly, the exoplanet is of a kind known as an ultra-hot Jupiter. But it's also one of the darkest known worlds, about as dark as charcoal, absorbing over 97% of visible light that shines onto it. In conclusion, The universe never fails to astound us with its diverse array of planets, each with its own unique characteristics and mysteries. From scorching hot gas giants to icy dwarf planets, the strangeness of these celestial bodies serves as a reminder of the vastness and complexity of the cosmos. As we continue to explore and study these enigmatic worlds, we are sure to uncover even more surprises that challenge our understanding of the universe and our place within it. So let us remain curious and open-minded, for there is still much left to discover beyond the confines of our own planet.